Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Nadia Rajput from Desi TV USA. Let me take you to the special report. Top scams of 2023. FTC breaks down new data. Kindly watch all the briefings. Everyday people report to the FTC the scams they spot. People lost $10 billion to scams in 2023. That's $1 billion more than 2022 and the highest ever in the reported losses to the FTC, even though the number of reports, 2.6 million, was about the same as last year. Federal Trade Commission top scams 2023 and ethnic media info you need to know.
Okay, ready to go. Curtain rises at 11 Pacific Coast time, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Welcome to today's briefing, co-hosted by the Federal Trade Commission, the leading federal agency charged with protecting the public from deceptive or unfair business practices and from unfair methods of competition. It does this through law enforcement, advocacy, research, and education. The FTC has worked with our agency, first with New American Media, now with Ethnic Media Services, for almost a decade to diversify its communication reach, and we're especially pleased to have them co-host today's briefing. We have breaking news today. Early this morning, the FTC released its data on nationwide fraud in 2023. Our FTC experts will break down the data, which is based on reports from consumers, and discuss its efforts to protect the public. Our speakers include Maria Mayo, Acting Associate Director for the FTC's Division of Consumer Response and Operations in the Bureau of Consumer Protection. Don't worry if you didn't catch that full title. We will be sending the expanded bios for our speakers after the call.
So, hi there. I am Maria Mayo. I head up the FTC's Division of Consumer Response and Operations, where we manage and process the vast number of consumer reports that we receive through our call center, our online complaint forms, and a host of data contributors. We also maintain the Consumer Sentinel Network, the database where all of the consumer reports that we receive are stored and made available to law enforcement. Today, I will be discussing some of the highlights and trends that we saw in the 2023 data, with a particular focus on the fraud reports that we received. Next slide.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone at the FTC that speaks those languages and that can give you an interview. I'm happy to give you an interview in English, and I'm sure Maria will too. I can give you an interview in Spanish, but I don't know that that will help you. Sandy is correct that when she shares the slides after the briefing, you're welcome to translate them in your language and use them in that way. The images and anything else that you see in this briefing that we put out in any other information in our websites.
Yeah, Maria, do you have any data on student loan scams which are proliferating?
We do have that data. I don't have it available now, but it should be available in our data book that just was released today.
Thank you, Sandy, and hello, everybody. I'm really delighted to be here to have this opportunity to chat with you for a little bit. Let me pick up right where Sandy mentioned. Why does reporting to the FTC matter? It matters. You've heard lots of data from Maria. There are lots of numbers. There are lots of different types of data that we look at. Matters for two main reasons. It supports our law enforcement work, and not only our work at the FTC, that Consumer Sentinel database that those millions and millions of reports go into are available to nearly 3,000 state, federal, local law enforcement entities across the country.
Sure, I'd be happy to, and I invite Lois and Maria to chime in as well. You know, I think like any scam, it may start with a point of contact and it may develop into others, but I can think of a scenario like Lois talked about the business imposter, and Maria mentioned too, where perhaps the scam begins on social media and it's the first entry point of contact in an imposter scam, for example, where someone pretends to be someone they're not, and they may contact someone via social media, let's say even a platform, pretending to be someone that they aren't. And, you know, the scam goes from there. It could be a job scam, for example. It could be a posting that comes in through social media that appears to be a job of, you know, recruiting for a legitimate company. But in reality, it's a scammer trying to earn the trust of you or I for us to believe that they are who they say they are.
That's all for now. Keep watching Desi TV USA. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to watch our channel DTV NN and log on to our OTT platform DTV Flix to explore over 2,000 channels which we provide. At the Houston Bark Animal Shelter and Adoption Center, we are committed to helping Houstonians be responsible pet owners. Houston pet owners can help care for their pets through Barks, Healthy Pets, Healthy Streets programs, and spay or neuter their pets free of cost. Visit www.houstonbark.com to learn more.